Alright, check. This is Shiro working with a different microphone this time, but we have another opening here, and it is for the Fire Surge intro pack. Chandra's Phoenix is the cover card. Flying Haste, whenever an opponent is dealt damage by a red instant or sorcery spell you control, or by a red planeswalker you control, return Chandra's Phoenix from grave to hand. Fire Surge, send forth a blistering army of speedy creatures to hit your opponents like a flaming wave of rage. As they try to regain their footing, take advantage of your instants and sorceries and blast them to smithereens. This deck is silly for one reason only, and I'll get to that. Well, one reason I can think of immediately only. Anyway, the colors of the deck, I believe, are red and blue. Red being primary, blue being the secondary in this. And we shall open this up. Standard packaging, of course, for MTG decks. Standard red cardboard here for whichever deck they deem as the red one in a set. There we go with that. Put this aside somewhere for the moment. Another Karuk Silver pack, go figure. Standard, you are a Planeswalker in standard rule set with a deck list for all of them. Let us open this up first. Now, Chandra's Phoenix is the cover card. It is the, cover rare. There are a few old decks where it was slightly silly in that. Anyway. Chandra's Phoenix, Dragon Hatchling, classic, semi-classic card. Two of those, Shortcutter, it's an okay card. Three of those. Regathan Firecat, okay card. Three of those. Trained Condor. I kind of like the effect. Phantom Warriors. Nephalia Sea Kite. Oh, and Phantom Warrior classic card. Shivan Dragon, second rare in the deck, classic card. Flesh Pulper Giant. Interesting card. I'm not sure if 7 is a good cost for it, but mountains, and we'll just quickly, vaguely cover the art here. Like the art, really like the art. I like it, and I think it has to do with color choice. Okay art, and those are the 4 mountains for the set. Come on, straighten out. Island, 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 island. All the islands are good. Disperse. An unsummoned, slightly more expensive. Except it's non-land, an unsummoned creature. Essence Scatter, needed to counter for this deck, and negate, counter. Staff of the Flame Magus. Staff of the Flame Magus. Flames of the Firebrand. Okay card. Chandra's Outrage. Okay card. Shiv's Embrace. I like this enchantment. Lava Axe. Why are there 3? That's 15 damage on turns 5, 6, and 7. If you draw into those. Opportunity. I understand, I think, why they put it in there. It makes sense to have a draw effect in a deck full of burn spells. Sort of. The deck, not the draw effect. Volcanic Geyser. Okay card. The deck itself is okay, in my opinion. I mean, my problem with it really comes down to why is there no, why is there no shock? You reprint it. You clearly have several cards in there that have 3 copies of them, but you could have just put a couple shocks in. It would have made Chandra's Phoenix a little better in the deck. Anyway, let us open the packs now that came with this. Trollhide, Caption Knight, Outrage, Dark Favor, Scroll Thief, Mark of the Vampire, Celestial Flare, Advocate of the Beast, Trained Condor, Blur Sliver, Fire Shrieker, Woodborn Behemoth, Water Servant, Sanguine Blood. I do have an interesting concept for a deck with that. so I know where that's going. Oh, yeah. I think in terms of cards that were in the set, probably would have slightly worked the red deck differently. Slightly. Child of Night, Lay of Land, Lava Axe, Ring Flush, Seacoast Drake, Goblin Shortcutter, Divine Favor, Liturgy of Blood, Mind Rot, Recluse, Opportunity, Young Pyromancer. Interesting card. I kind of wish they'd put Prodigal, but Doomblade. Ooh, Colonian Hydra. I like this card. This might have to go in my Simic deck. Trample counters battlefield with 4/1 counters on it. Whenever it attacks, double the number of 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Swamp and not a token. Sadly, no tokens. However, Colonian Hydra, worth it in my opinion. How to phrase it? This is going to be a lot shorter than my Garuk video, my Bestial Strength deck. Simply because I'm not ranting on as long. It's an okay deck. I think I'm ranting on in that one about how much I like Shivan Dragon. Just like Shivan Dragon. It's an okay card. Solid card. 5/5 flyer for 6 with fire breathing. So there's nothing wrong with it. Some of the counter spells make sense. 3 Lava Axes is just sort of silly. The Phantom Warriors kind of make sense. What else was there in here? It's an okay, but again, there are so many things that have 3 copies of them. I mean, swap out 2 of these for 2 shocks. But that's how I would have done it. Other than that, though, I don't think I really have a problem with the deck. Like the Bestial Strength deck, Fire Surge is a decent base to build off of. Actually, probably slightly better in terms of draw. I believe... Pardon me while I look up the list. My handy-dandy guide here. Oops, the other one's the guide. I believe I'm right in saying... Come on. Okay, the Bestial Strength deck has 26 lands. The Fire Surge deck has 26 lands, but it actually has draw cards, unlike the Bestial Strength deck. 25 for the Death Reaper deck, 25 for Psychic Labyrinth, and 25 for Light Force. In short, the green and red decks both have an extra land in comparison. And no deck has any card in it that costs 3 of a specific mana color. Like Awaken the Ancient, for instance. So, there's no risk of that. Again, all in all, it's an okay deck. I can't think of anything else to say. Have fun with whatever you may be doing later, and enjoy whatever you're doing, so bye.